Today I'm going to walk you through this community and show you how they are supposedly doing things different when it comes to green living and sustainable living. Honestly, the little itty bitty crunchy person in me is actually really impressed with some of the things they've come up with in this community that I think will make it stand out compared to some of the others. First, I want to talk about how they're going to build the houses differently out here. They have 4 different components that are going into every single home build that will set them apart from a traditional home build that are currently being built. The first thing is the water. They are going to have every kitchen sink within all the home builds as a standard feature to have reverse osmosis water that will be sent to the EPA for testing to make sure that it is very clean water. The water will also be filtered in through to the fridge line as well as the pots and pans above the stove. So a second way they are making the building here a lot more better is the air filtration. I know a lot of new home builds are energy efficient and stuff, but they're taking it a step further by installing these MERV 13 air filters. And these filters supposedly will take out 85% of the pollutants within your home. This includes pollen and mold and things like that. And then it's also going to clear out 90% of pollutants like pollution and smoke or things that make you cough. So again, all of this is going to be sent to an international third-party testing site so that every house will be certified that it is energy efficient and clean as they are stating. A third way they are trying to change the way they build the homes is they are going to have circadian rhythm lighting through the main areas of the house. This includes bedrooms, dining room, and kitchen, and living room, and just the places you spend a lot of time. The lighting will match the sunlight and moonlight of the natural cycle to keep your sleeping and hormones in check. These will all be temperature controlled and color controlled so that you can kind of change it to whatever you want. I thought that was really interesting. And in addition to helping you with your sleep, there will also, all houses, the primary bedrooms will be pre-wired with automatic blackout shades that will come up and down. So that is also a lot different and unique. As far as I know, the website says that all these type features will be standard for every builder in this community, but we will have to see as it gets closer and there's more inventory homes built that if indeed every house has these things. And then of course, the last thing all these houses are going to come with as standard features is more smart home features. There's going to be things like Ring doorbell and security systems throughout the thing, and then everything will be able to be controlled from your phone. You will be able to control the lights, the temperature, the security system, basically your oven, your appliances, everything from your phone. So as far as what type of builders are going to be out here, from what I can see, most of the builders are going to be mid to upper tier builders. We're talking builders like Coventry, Perry Homes, Highland Homes, Tri-Point. They're all going to be out here. And the homes right now, there are none listed. There's only 4 that are going to be available soon. They are still building the model home park, so only Highland Homes is out here right now. But most of the home prices, from what I can tell, are probably going to be the 500s to 700s on average. But since this community is brand new, it just started in 2024. Like I said, they're still building the model home park. They have no inventory available already out here. This is the best time to come out here and get that pre-sale pricing, because once you can start to see some of the houses being built and the amenities coming, that is when the prices out here are going to go up more. All right, so I have showed you a lot of what's going to be in the houses of this community, but there's also going to be a lot of health conscious things outside of the community with the amenities. It is super windy out there and you cannot see anything. It's pretty much all dirt right now. There's just this house and some cows in the field out there. So I can't really show you the amenities physically, but I'm going to tell you what you can expect. Of course, there'll be a wellness and recreation center, and I'm going to talk about that. But first, I want to talk about their 4 wellness zones that they are coming up with for this community, which I find very interesting and also a very good idea. Zone 1 of the 4 wellness zones is connection. They are going to make sure that you can connect not only with your family and friends, but also with the community. They're going to have picnic areas where you can have get-togethers over food. They're also going to have areas in the community where there are, chess boards and just ways to connect with people outside of technology. And then they're also going to have a large lawn for events. The second wellness zone is exploration, and this is intended to be ecology therapy. They're going to have areas where you can go barefoot for grounding exercises. They're also going to have spaces where you can garden and connect with the earth. So this is just a really well thought out, healthy-minded, conscious community. The third of the wellness zones is reflection zone. They're going to have areas of tranquility where there will be some large stones you can sit on, or a hammock, or just areas where you can meditate and reflect quietly within the community. And the fourth of the wellness zones is inspiration, and this is where it's going to have colorful play sets for children to play and explore and use their imagination. So as you can tell, not only in the house but also outside of the house, this community is really focused on helping you feel better about things. So as you can tell, this community, compared to a lot of the master plan communities in the Houston area, is focusing more on wellness and your own well-being and mindfulness and just living joyfully, as they call it. In addition to the 4 wellness zones, they're also going to have a recreation and wellness center where, of course, there'll be a gym for your physical health and some yoga areas and just a lot of ways for you to be mentally and physically fit where you live. Now, of course, with any new master plan community, the big question is the schools and the schools districts it is zoned to. As of right now, Jubilee is zoned for Waller ISD, which has a lot of question marks around it. I do want to assure you that Waller ISD is one of the fastest growing school districts in the city right now, and there are so many plans for master plan communities and new schools out in this area. So there isn't a whole lot of data, especially for the new schools that are being built for this school district, but I do think within a matter of time, like 5 years, this school district is going to be very competitive and similar to Katy ISD and Cypher ISD, but you got to be in it for the long game. You have a really nice high school, and they do have a massive sports complex, youth sports complex out here. And again, it's really close to Cypress. It feels like it's just almost like a spillover of Cypress, kind of how Katy and Fulshire kind of spill over into each other. I feel like Cypress and Hockley are starting to do that. And so this community is north of Cypress. It's about 7 miles north on 290 past the outlet malls. It's in Hockley, which is a very rapidly growing suburb of Houston. 10 years ago, this was all farmland and it seemed really far out of Houston, but now it's just a few miles up the freeway. It's really close to the outlet malls, HEB, shopping. I really feel like we're going to see this area explode in the next 5 years, especially because Bridgeland is now building out here, as well as another master plan community called the Grand Prairie. There's also Del Rose, and then there's this one, which is Jubilee. Of course, this is a brand new community. It's pretty far out here. There's not a whole lot of infrastructure, so the property tax right now is 3.2%. Of course, that will go down, but property will go up, so I would just anticipate about 3.2% on property taxes. I do think that this community is a good investment opportunity and that it will appreciate quite a bit in the coming years because it's brand new, and when you come into a master plan community that is just breaking ground, you have built-in equity, because by the time you start your house and a new house is being built, it's going to be $20,000 to $40,000 more than what you started with. So the earlier that you can get into a master plan community and the more you have to use your imagination, the more built-in equity you are going to have long-term. Thinking of moving to the Houston area and would like assistance, my assistant and I would love to help you. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.